Okay, so I don't think I've ever quite made a video like this before, but I've never been angry enough to record a video. Like, I've been angry before about like YouTube drama and like all kinds of things that I've seen on the internet, but I've never been quite this angry before. And I'd like to start off by saying I'm sorry about any background noise. I'm home for the holidays, so there's a lot of it. And I'm also sorry about my hair. I just took a shower not too long ago, so it's very messy right now, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is that I'd like to talk about the SSSniperwolf situation. This has been on my feed for a couple of days now. It's been a few days, so I'm not entirely sure about the resolution of the drama yet, so I just watched the scarce video, and really this isn't about the drama, this isn't really about even any resolution that I haven't seen yet, but this is just about why does the situation even happen. Now, if you aren't familiar with the Sniperwolf situation, that's my dog. If you aren't familiar with the Sniperwolf situation, pretty much there was this 10-year-old girl in Massachusetts who is terminally ill. She's dying of cancer. And one of her last wishes is to meet SSSniperwolf, or just like, talk to her, have a chance to talk to one of her idols. So Sniperwolf got a word of this, and she sent a message, an Instagram message, to the mother of the child, and they got in contact and started talking and everything. So pretty much Sniperwolf kept saying she was busy. She kept saying she was busy and that she had to keep rescheduling their time. They had to try to set up an appointment, but it just kept getting pushed off because, I guess holiday season's busy, whatever. She was with her family. There's rumors that she went partying. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. Don't quote me on that. But it took several days until finally the mother had enough, and she kind of went off on Sniperwolf, and she blocked her right after. And the reason why I'm even making this video at all, without even, I paused the scarce video that I was watching pretty much right at the end of the Sniperwolf segment because I was so angry, I was shaking. I had to make this video. I don't know if we actually realize just how big of a problem this is, how huge and massive of a problem this is. And she can make all the excuses she wants. This is absolutely inexcusable and unforgivable as well. And let me just say a few things as to why, because let's face it, for starters, Sniperwolf reached out first, right? She reached out first. And criticizing Sniperwolf on the internet is going to probably lead to me getting dislike bombed, even though you can't see dislikes anymore, so suck it, I guess. But I don't even care because this is so messed up. And anyone who defends her for this, I'm sorry, I can't see eye to eye with you. Again, I haven't seen the resolution yet, so maybe there's something I'm missing, but this is strictly about the situation and her choice about what she made in the situation. And it honestly boggles my mind how she sends the message first, and she can't do 5 to 10 minutes worth of a FaceTime or just a chat for 5 to 10 minutes for a couple of days, and she hasn't replied for days. It's not even like she was just saying, oh hey, sorry, I'm busy. It was one text a day maybe. It was terrible. If I can find screenshots, I will try and edit them onto the screen. But it's been a couple of days since the drama, so I might not be able to find screenshots. And it's also New Year's Eve at the time of recording this, so I'm busy, but I'm finding the time to make this video. But as I was saying, there's actually a huge problem with this, and it's the fact that, if you really look at everything in the situation, she's making excuses that she was busy and that she's trying to find an appointment time, but this kid is dying, and this whole situation comes off as incredibly selfish. I mean, if you really just think about it, Sniperwolf is rich. She's rich, and she has, assuming she stays healthy and stays out of trouble, she has countless years left in her life. She can see her family anytime, any day she wants with her money and the time she has. Seriously, she has years of her life and so many more holidays that she will have. You have multiple holidays a year, it's not just Christmas. And maybe she doesn't see her family for other holidays. Maybe it is just Christmas and that's why it's so special. But you're telling me that you couldn't turn to your family and say, hey, there's this dying kid who made her last wish is that she wanted to meet me. It'll only take 5 to 10 minutes, but I really want to grant her wish right now because I don't know how much time she has left. You couldn't say that to your family. You couldn't step away for 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe not even. Maybe just even 1 minute would be better than what you did. There's so many other options you could have chosen here. You could have just eventually she actually did get in contact directly with the kid and she talked to her through Instagram DMs. I did see that. I did get up to that, which, props for trying, but why didn't you just sorry, why didn't you just do that to begin with? Why didn't you why didn't you ask for the kid's Instagram and to talk directly with her and try and set up a time that works for her? Why didn't you do that right off the bat? Why did it take a whole huge backlash for you to get to that point? And why do you have the time to go on Twitter and reply to people who are backlashing at you? Especially Keemstar. It seems like your rivalry for him is really getting you going. Like, you have the time to go on Twitter and yell at Keemstar and all these people who are, like, blowing up at you, but you don't have the time to take 5 to 10 minutes to reply to a dying kid. That is what is messed up to me. You sent the message first. If you were going to do something like this, in my opinion, I think you should wait until you actually have time. Because then, just like the mother said in the screenshot, she said that, if you didn't actually send a message, then at least we could have told, their kid Kiara that they tried. But now that you sent the message and they showed, I'm gonna guess they showed the kid in the message that you said that you are going to do this thing for her. And now she has this hope, and then she's waiting and waiting and waiting for any fellow, like, another sign of hope, and it just never comes. It never comes because you're too busy to take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day for a dying child. You're telling me that you're so busy during the day that you can't take 5 to 10 minutes. There's something like this busyness is more important than taking 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to go talk to a dying kid. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not something that just, like, happens every other day. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, this kid asked for you, and you didn't take 5 to 10 minutes at all during these couple days to, one day is understandable. I can definitely get behind one day, especially during the holiday seasons where it's very short notice and you want to hang out with your family. I totally get that. I'm not heartless. Like, an emergency's happen, but an emergency didn't happen. You spent the Christmas with your family, good on you. But the day after, you didn't have 5 to 10 minutes, even, like, in the morning. Like, I'm sure that kid would be willing to get up at, like, 10 a.m. or, like, earlier than usual to meet you if it was really that big of an inconvenience. I'm sure she would have been willing to wake up early. And I know that the mother said that she was, like, asleep during, like, the later hours of the night. But, like, you're telling me that you couldn't set up a time other than after 11 p.m. for them, and like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand at all. I mean, she has the time to reply on Twitter to all these people who are giving her backlash, but she doesn't have the time for 5 to 10 minutes. Like, you should see some of the responses she put on Twitter. Like, some of them are long. Like, it probably took her a good minute to type it out, and you're telling me that you can't extend 4 more minutes onto that free time you had to reply to people to go talk to a dying girl. This is why it doesn't make sense to me. It comes off as incredibly selfish that she couldn't take 5 to 10 minutes of her day to go talk to someone who is dying. This person, the child, doesn't have time left to live. You have so many years of your life left, and she asked for you. You should have been absolutely honored and privileged. There are a dozen other options you could have chosen here. You could have made it in your description a shout out to her. You could have made a whole video dedicated to her. You could have FaceTimed her. You could have directly messaged her before, this whole madness broke out. You could have went right to the mom and set out on the table your schedule and everything you had to do this week, so then you can try and find out a time. Like, this is your top priority. It's not, you don't say, oh, I'll find time, don't worry, I will message you back, and then you never find time. Like, you should be telling this mother your schedule for the week, and you guys can compare notes, and you can choose a time based on that. This would be something that you should figure out the time of right away. Why aren't you figuring it out right away? Why does it take so long for you to try and find this? I don't understand. Like, I don't, like, am I the only one who sees that how big of an issue this is? Like, it's more than just the fact that she didn't set up a time within a few days. It's the fact that she seemed to have time afterwards when the backlash blew up. When she got so much backlash, she seemed to suddenly have all the time in the world to reply to backlash, especially Keemstar. But beforehand, she couldn't do it, and I just find that very odd and suspicious. I'm not saying she purposely ghosted a dying child. I'm sure that she didn't really mean to. I think she just didn't understand the severity of the situation, and I think she kind of played it off as if it's this joke almost. Not, like, necessarily a joke, that's a little harsh, but it seems like she didn't take it seriously, even though this was a very serious thing. I don't understand why. She sent the message first. She has absolutely no right to be blaming anyone else but herself, and right now she's blaming the mother for exposing her. Now listen, if this was a normal, like, everyday life, just someone wanted to meet her and she said, oh yeah, I will, and it takes several days to get back, and the person blows up at SSSniperwolf and then blocks her, I can see how that can be an overreaction. But this mother is watching her child die in front of her and she can do nothing about it. And here you are saying that, oh yeah, we'll meet, and then several days later you're just like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been so busy. And you don't even say what you're busy with, you just say you're busy. The mother had every right to blow up at you at this point. You will never understand, unless you go through the same exact thing she does, losing her child. You will never understand 1% of what she's going through. I truly believe that losing a child, let alone watching your child die and being able to do nothing about it, that is the worst emotional pain any human could go through. I 100% believe that. But the sniper wolf did not have a little tiny shred of empathy or sympathy inside her, and she decided that, oh, I'm just gonna, not take 5 to 10 minutes of my day to talk to this person whose dying wish was to see me. Like, you don't know how much time this kid has. I don't know. I couldn't find how much time she had left. The video that I was watching didn't say how much time she had left either, but you couldn't take 5 to 10 minutes to do this? Like, seriously, I don't understand. Let's just overview the facts again. Sniperwolf sent the message first. She did not give any additional details about how busy she would. She simply said, oh, I'll be busy. She doesn't say when she'll be busy and what time she'll be busy. Like, this is something that you should be dropping everything to do. Why aren't you dropping everything to do it? This is a dying kid. They have once in a lifetime opportunity, like I said before. And you're just, like, I don't understand. If I was me in that situation, like, listen, I'm very busy too. I have a very big life. That sounded weird saying it out loud, but I have a lot going on. I do writing online. I'm a college kid, that kind of stuff. I have a lot going on. But I'm still finding the time to be able to come on and talk about why this is such a big deal, because my morals are telling me that this is so wrong. And if a kid messaged me saying, hey, I'm terminally ill, you're my favorite content creator, I would love to meet you, even if it's just for 5 minutes, I understand you're busy, I would drop everything I was doing in that moment. I would, even if I was in a family situation, I would say, hey, listen, the same thing that I said before, like that sniper should have said, hey, this terminally ill child wants to meet me as their dying wish. Can I take 5 to 10 minutes? It'll only take 5 to 10 minutes, I would have said that. I don't understand why that was so hard for her. I don't understand. There is no excuse justifying this. She can say she was busy all she wanted. She can frame the mother as the bad guy all she wanted. There is absolutely no excuse for not taking 5 to 10 minutes of your day out of any of the multiple days that you had to go talk to her. I would have felt let on too, to be honest. I would have felt let on. By the time it was the second day, I would have been a little suspicious as to why it was taking so long. And honestly, Sniper didn't say a single word about the details of her schedule. She didn't say what she was busy with. She didn't say anything like that. And maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm going based off the memory of the screenshot. So if I am, I'm sorry about that. But it does not change the fact that Sniper couldn't take 5 to 10 minutes of her day to do this. I can't. Okay. So I think I'm done with my rant. I just really needed to let that all out. I probably won't even edit this, to be honest. So if you need screenshots, you'll find them. But it's been a couple days since the incident, so I'm sure everyone knows about it by now. But it absolutely boggles my mind how she has a time to go yell at her rival on Twitter, but not 5 to 10 minutes to talk to a dying kid. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Does that make any sense to anyone? If there's a counter argument to this, if someone has a counter argument, go ahead and say it. I probably won't agree with it. I'll probably still stick by my original points, but I will be glad to read it. It just boggles my mind, and I don't understand how people can defend the fact that she couldn't take 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe less than that, even. Like, just a 1-minute conversation would have been better than, like, she had so many other options. So many others. She didn't, like, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't see her apologize yet. I'm not sure she did, but her initial reaction to the backlash was to make excuses. And excuses that she was busy and that she was getting around to it. Yeah, the kid doesn't have many days left. So she can't run on your schedule, Sniper Wolf. She cannot run on your schedule. This family is not running on your schedule. They just want a 5-minute meeting with you. That's all they asked for. And you had to be selfish enough not to take that. You should feel honored and privileged that this kid chose you as their last person they wanted to see before they died. Like, their last wish. That's what you should have been honored. You should have been honored. I would have been honored. Anyone with half a brain would have been honored. But you weren't. And I want to go as hard as I can on this because it shows that you don't have basic sympathy. And it is a bad situation. It's a horrible situation. I don't see how anyone could agree with this or feel... I don't have any sympathy for Sniper Wolf. I don't. Not at all. I don't. And I'm not sorry about it either, because this kid isn't learning on your schedule, like I said. And you just... Okay, I need to stop. This is getting bad for my health. But yeah, I literally cannot do this anymore. You have the time to reply to your rival on Twitter, but you don't have the time to take 5 minutes for a dying kid. That, to me, is messed up. See you later, Hazel Gang.